Ezekiel 9. So then this one is talking about giving us a glimpse on like what happens in God's vision. So God saw all these abominable things. He put up with it. And Israel is actually saying, oh, God doesn't see. But he actually sees everything. Now, when sin has blossomed, sin has now a fruit, pretty much evidence. God uses that, and he now is starting a wipe. And so he said that the city is full of perversion. The guilt of the house of Israel and Judah is very, very great. And the land is filled with blood. So now it's judgment time. However, he always set apart his people. And so he asked the man clothed in linen to go through the city of the mist and make a mark on the forehead of the people who groan and sign over the abomination. So those people have to live during a wicked time, and they don't like it. They lament over the wickedness. They want change. They want to follow God, pretty much. And so they have a mark on them. So when God marked you out, similar to how Rahab had a scarlet thread hanging to mark her house, same as the blood on the posts of the houses that the angel of death will pass over at during the 10 plagues. When there you have a mark of God, God marked you, God said, this is mine, don't touch that person, then you are safe from that. And then the people that carry out God's instruction says to not touch any person with a mark. And I was just recently watching this movie, I don't remember the name, Captain Phillips. So that kind of reminded me of where the seal came. They threw him this piece of cloth, and they're like, you have to wear it, pretty much. That will tell them that he is not one of theirs. So they will not kill him. But anyone who doesn't have that clothes on is like target. If 3 people pop up in the screen and they want 3 dead, they're just gonna shoot. So that's when we are God's children, we are set apart in that way. And so, and God said, do not have pity. So that tells me that these executioners, they have emotion and they have pity, and so they carry God's instruction, but maybe they do ask God for leniency. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing at this point, but that's what it's implying, like going through my head. Like if God said do not have pity, maybe they have emotional capability. Like they're not just like robots executing, And so God also said that his eye will have no pity, nor will he spare. It's judgment time. And then it's interesting that God says it, and then the man reported saying, I have done just as you have commanded me. And when I read that, it never occurred to me before, but now that with understanding, like, these are being of lights, and God is the light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. So similarly, God is too the light of everything. He's the ultimate source of light, brighter than the sun itself. I feel, and in Genesis it said like he spoke and the world was created. And it feels like it's just instantaneous. It feels like there's no time lapse in this narrative. So I feel like whatever God wants to be done, it's just done right then. It's recorded as being done, but the execution of it will take time to go through, to propagate through for us on earth to see its effect. That to us take time, but to God it doesn't take time, because he is outside the realm of time, and whatever he says, I feel is done like right when he wants it. So that's very interesting to me. I'm not sure if I'm correct or I'm like overthinking it, but it's really interesting to me that he says it and then there's a little bit more conversation, and then the scribe reported that it is done.